Hello and welcome to Iridium Rock and Metal Reviews. Today I'm going to do an album review. So this isn't even a new album. This is an album that came out in April and I missed it. And I can't believe I did. I read a review of it. Just a quick one on a site that I look at called Rock Report. So someone, a fan of this band, put a little review of this. Just a paragraph saying how great it was. And it is great. So I thought I'll give it a listen, give it a shot. Oh my god, this is brilliant. And this is from a band called Girish and the Chronicles. Bit of a weird name. Don't sound anything like what they sound, by the way. That might be a problem as well. And the album's called Rock the Highway. So this is their second album, and I've never heard of this band. Came out on April the 27th on Lion's Pride Music. And one of the reasons why they're probably not well known to some of us, a bit of a strange one, they come from India. So I know that's a new one. You sometimes get bands, metal bands that come from strange places and sound nothing like they should do. But this band is one of them. They are straight out of the 80s melodic heavy rock, era. They sound like a mixture of Skid Row. There's a little, they're not so much, I would say they're more towards the melodic heavy rock than they are to the glam sort of stage. I don't, but they are absolutely brilliant. And every musician on here is top notch. But the outstanding thing about this album, and I'm not being funny, is the vocalist. What a voice! Reminds me of the vocalist out of Animal Drive, Dino Tzvelik, I think his name is. One of the best vocalists around at the moment. And this guy, I'm not being funny, he matches him. He seriously matches him. He can scream like Sebastian Bach. He can sing. He can do anything, this guy. Honestly, he is superb. But, the trouble is, he's not getting it. They're not this band. I can't believe they're not getting exposure. It might be because of the label they're with, because because they come from where they come from, so they're not getting what the exposure they need. But I'm telling you something now. If these should be one of the biggest names out there at the moment. These are fantastic. If those in the 80s, everyone would be doing their nut. Honestly, they are superb. So I'd say they really mix it up as well. They got it started off this album, and I was listening to it. It was like full on sort of party music, a bit of gang vocals as well, plenty of Sebastian Bach screaming. But some of the titles on it as well. Rock the Highway is one of them. Every Night Like Tonight. Rock and Roll is Here to Stay. The Rebel. She's Heavy Metal. You know what I mean? It's proper, even the titles, it's like real party music. It's all about metal. But then what they do is they mix it up so well as well. They've got a couple of ballads on here. Just how you remembered your old 80s bands. You always want a couple of ballads on there. And these do them superb. There's an acoustic song on the end. There's a couple of songs that are 6 or 7 minutes long that do a few time changes. Not so much progressive, but they really mix it up. And it makes it interesting as well because there's so many bands out there today that do melodic heavy rock, but the albums are very similar. They, all the way through the album, they've got the same tempos, but on this, you've got some fast tracks, you've got some medium tracks, you've got some slow tracks, you've got an acoustic track, you've got some longer tracks. Honestly, these guys are brilliant. I'm going to play you a couple of snippets, like I do, of this album to give you a clue what they're like. So what I'll do, I won't play a lot, because otherwise we'd be sitting here just listening to music. I want to give you an idea, a couple of tracks. So I've picked a couple. I've picked one that's a bit more straightforward and that sort of more party rock, I suppose we're talking about. And then I've picked a slower one, if you like, something that will give you an idea of how they mix it up, and to give you an idea of what great musicians they are. And obviously, you're going to notice this guy's voice as well. Straight away, it's a bit of a shock, what I mean? It's a shock because I've never heard of them, and then someone can sing like that and you haven't heard of them. It's just, some of you guys might have. You might be thinking you're an idiot. You should. We've all heard of this band, but for some reason I've missed them. I sometimes do. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to play a track called Rock and Roll Is Here to Stay. Pretty cool title. So here we go. Let's play a little bit of it, maybe a verse and a chorus. I think you get the idea. Honestly, that is their side that I'm talking about. That's their sort of their party side, if you like, which they do really well. I mean, the vocals on this guy, unbelievable vocals. Honestly, I mean, if ever you want that just transports you, then it's straight back to Slave, Slave to the Grind era, or Spread Eagle's first album. That when you first heard them singers, you thought, oh fuck me, what a voice! Where they can hit them heights of screaming. Absolutely superb. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play another song. This is where they change it up a bit. Like a slower song, bring some atmosphere in there, a bit of difference to their music. This is where, I mean, listen, if all their album was like the song I just played you, you'd be happy, wouldn't you? But then they really mix it up with this stuff, and I love this song. This is called Wounded, so just going to play you a little bit of this as well.
You're gonna say, well, you see, I've been hurt too many times, but I know I've grown enough to know. I know those tears are just for the show. I know that it was never meant to last forever. Precious love together that never ever
Brilliant. I mean, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. One, that I haven't heard of these guys. Two, they come from India. You know what I mean? It's just, I can't remember hearing a metal band from India, you know. I used to be in a band with a brilliant guitarist whose parents were Indian, or he was Indian. So, there are brilliant musicians out there from India, obviously, but it's really shocked me, this. I didn't expect it. I'm so glad I read that little review and got into this band. And, I'm sure you can hear the quality of this. And the album, it's like that throughout the album. I've picked a couple of tracks that I thought highlight them the most and what you're going to hear. The first one, that's a really good track, but there's probably better tracks than that on the album. This was a real standout one, that last one that I played. It's a real atmosphere in there. Some great singing from this guy. This singer just knocks it straight out of the park. And don't get me wrong, this is a real guitar album. There are keyboards in it, but it's quite sparse. But it's used at the right time. It's not all over the album. So that's where I think I'm really liking this, because sometimes you get keyboard soaked albums and it's a bit too much. Sometimes you get it where it's not enough. I think these guys use it on the right songs. They don't always use the keyboards. But this is one of the best albums I've heard for ages. Absolutely love it. I'm going to get hold of their first album as well, because they've had 2 albums out. Hopefully that's as good. And that's it. So I hope you guys get this album. Give it a listen, a bit more of a listen on YouTube. A couple of their videos are on there if you want to, just to make sure. But I'm sure you agree with me what you've heard already. If you like this channel and you like melodic heavy rock stuff, these guys are brilliant at it. Well, thanks for listening, guys. And I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe. Red button, bottom right corner.